So inshallah we'll go ahead and start. So we will do inshallah ayat number 45 and 46. And these are still the ayats continuing about the stories of Bani Israel. But the ayats are very general. They can cover anybody. Okay? So first a simple translation. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, وَاسْتَغَيْنُوا بِالصَّبْرِ وَالصَّلَاةِ. Seek help with the patience and with the prayers. Okay? وَإِنَّهَا لَكَبِيرَةٌ. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, indeed, this is a very difficult thing to do. Okay? إِلَّا عَلَى الْخَاشِعِينَ. Except upon those people who are very humble people. Khashi'in is from khushu. Khushu is someone who is very humble. Okay? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continues that allazina, those people. Who are those people? The khashi'in, or those who are humble. Those are the people. Yazunnuna, they firmly believe. They definitely think. What do they think? Annahum mulaqu. They are going to meet. They are going to meet Rabbihim, their Rabb, their Lord. Means on the day of judgment, they are going to meet their Rabb. Wa annahum ilayhi raji'un. And indeed, they are going to go back to Him. They are going to return to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay? So with that, let's understand some of the words here. The ayat starts with the word wasta'inu. Okay? So this word, first is waw. Waw means and. And the word after that is ista'inu. Okay. So separately, when we read with the waw, we do not pronounce this alif, so we read wasta'inu. But in fact, this alif has a kasra under there. So if you are reading it separately, it is ista'inu. Okay, what is ista'inu? Okay, so we are going to look at a couple words here, and one of the words that we have discussed in the past is with these three letters, Gha, Fa and Ra. Okay. Ghafara. Ghafara, we know Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is Ghafurur Rahim. Okay, so Ghafara means to forgive. Ghafara means to forgive. Allah is Ghafurur Rahim, which means Allah forgives. So the root letters are Gha, Ghain, Fa and Ra. Okay? These are three letters. So they belong to the Bab, which we call Bab-e-Fa'ala, three letters Bab. Okay? Bab-e-Fa'ala, three letters. Now, from this group of three letters, we make bigger letters, bigger words. Okay? And one of those ways is by adding three letters in the beginning, which is if I add alif, sin and ta in the beginning. Ista in the beginning of these three letters. So this word will become istaghfara. The word ghafara will become istaghfara. What is the meaning of istaghfara? Istaghfara means to ask forgiveness. Istaghfara means to seek forgiveness. Okay? So when we are going to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we say astaghfirullah, which means we ask forgiveness. When Allah forgives, then it becomes ghafara. So ghafara means to forgive, Istaghfara means to ask forgiveness. Okay? So that is the characteristic of these three letters, that they bring the concept of asking something, seeking something. So the meaning will be to seek. Seek and ask is same thing. Seek forgiveness. Okay? So the concept of putting ist in the beginning is to make the meaning of asking or seeking. Okay? So keep this method in mind. So we go back to this word now. This word starts with these three letters: Ain, Waw, and Noon. This means to help. Ain, Waw, Noon means to help. And these are three letters, so we say they belong to the group Fa'ala. Okay? So if now I add the same thing here, alif, sin and ta in the beginning, then what happens? We put alif, sin and ta, and then ain, waw and noon. Each of these will carry a fatah, just like istaghfara, three fathahs. So this will become ista'awna, ista'awana. Okay? So one change will take place. Waw is a weak letter, so it will, with a fatah, it will change into an alif. Yeah. Fatah. This waw and fatah will change into an alif. So this will become ista'ana. Ista'ana means to ask for help. Ista'ana. Ista'ana means asking for help. Auna means to help. But if you put ist in the beginning, which means you're asking for the help. Okay? Ista'ana, ask for help. Just like ask for forgiveness, ask for help. Okay? So this word, ista'inu, is from ista'ana. Ista'inu means ask for help. It's a command. It's an order from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Ask for help. Okay? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, and ask for help, or just seek help. Okay? Seek help or ask for help. So this is ask for help. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, whenever you are in difficulty, whenever you are in hardship, ask for help. Seek help. Okay? And seek help.
Ista'inu
is a command, is an order.
Yeah, but there is go and before it ask for help is the alif, ain.
No, this is the root words.
Okay.
Ista'ana means to ask for help.
Okay.
Okay? And we make the command, the rule for making the command or the order is that you put a waw at the end. Okay. Becomes ista'inu. Ask for help. Okay?
Babi istafala.
Bab istafala. Yeah, this is called Bab number 10, and its name is Bab istafala. Means fa'ala, and you put ist in the beginning, so it becomes Bab istafala. That's the name of the group of the words, and it's called istafala. Means adding three letters, alif, sin, and there are many words which probably we know, like amal and istamal, istamal, Okay? There are many words that have ist in the beginning. Okay? But they bring the meaning or the concept of asking something. Okay? So here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, ask for help. Okay?
तो यहाँ इस्ताइनु है बाब इस्तफला, इस्ताइनु बाब इस्तफला हुआ ना फिर?
नहीं, the name of the bab is bab istafala.
हाँ बाब
The word is ista'ana.
इस्ताना, तो इसमें इस्ताना जो है वो बाब इस्तफला हुआ.
Ista'ana was made by using bab istafala. Ist in the beginning of
जैसे इस्तफरा है, गफरा से इस्तफरा, तो इसमें मतलब ये जो
ये आना है,
हाँ वही है, आयन व नून है, तो इसमें फिर किस तरह आएगा?
इस्ताना हो गया.
इस्ताना.
हाँ, बट वो अलिफ जो है वो वाव के ऊपर फथा वीक लेटर है, तो वो अलिफ बन जाता है. तो इस्ताना. So istaginu and seek help. Okay. The next word is, it starts with swad, ba and ra. Okay. This means to have patience. To have patience. Sabara. Okay. And sabrun is the noun which means patience. Sabrun means patience. Okay. And if I put an al before that, al means the. Okay. So it will become al and sabrun, but because al removes one dhamma from here, so it becomes al sabru. Al sabru, but when you pronounce, you don't pronounce lam, you pronounce swad twice, so you pronounce as sabru. Okay. Lam, swad is a shamsi letter, so it gives the sound of lam. So you pronounce swad twice. So pronunciation becomes as-sabru, the patience. As-sabru means the patience. Okay? Now, if you put a ba with a kasra in the beginning, which means with, so this meaning will become with the patience. Okay? And B is a harf-jar. Harf-jar changes this dhamma to a kasra. So this becomes a kasra. Okay. Instead of this dhamma here. So this is the word in the Quran. Bis sabri. With the patience. Seek help with the patience. It's very important. When you are in need of something and we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for help, okay, we have to be patient. Because the dua is not answered in a minute. This is the sunnah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When we ask for help, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala takes time to fulfill the help and help us. So we can be tested how patient we are. Okay? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us the right way of asking help, that ask for help, make dua, but be patient. Do not rush, do not start saying those things which are not right. Okay? So help should be asked or sought with the help of the patience, sabr. Okay? So ask help with patience. Okay, so that is one thing, Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions another thing after that, which is was-salati. Okay? So the word starts with Swad, Lam and Waw. Okay? This means to pray. Okay? Means to pray. And Salatun means prayer. Salatun means prayer. Okay. Okay. If we put al before that, same thing. It becomes the prayer. Okay. And Salatun changes in Salatu. Okay, so this becomes one dhamma here. And then you pronounce, it becomes as-salatu, not al-salatu. Because the same way Swad is going to change the sound of lam. As-salatu, the prayer. Okay? But this be here, bis-sabri, this be is also going to apply on the salatu. So, meaning will be, ask for help with the patience and with the prayers. Which means, these two things have to be accompanying the help, asking for help. Okay? Which means, be regular in your prayers to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and also be patient when you are asking for help. Okay? So this will become and the prayers and the prayer. Okay?
So for asking there is another word as'aluka.
That is sawal.
As'aluka.
Yeah, yeah. But here asking help.
But isn't that one
No,
also
sawal means to ask
asking?
a question.
So there is-
As'aluka is from sawal. Sawal means to ask a question. Here you are asking for help. Okay? A question can be anything.
So as'aluka jannatul firdaus.
Ask for the
Jannah.
yeah,
It's
ask
not a
for the Jannah.
question.
But here asking for help, not for anything.
Right.
Yeah, so help is important word here.
Okay.
So it's a different word.
Okay.
Yeah. Help is being asked for anything, any difficult situation. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to help us. But there is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has mentioned the right way of asking help, which is help should be asked being patient and with the prayer. If you don't, if somebody doesn't pray and keep asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for help, that is not the way Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants us to ask for help. And if we are not patient, we started cursing and we started talking bad things and losing the patience, that's not the right way of asking for help. So this is important that when we make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala